So I've lit this shot with anything but a softbox. And I got this idea from a couple of like reels that Kofi Yaboa has done recently, where he's just been not using parabolic softboxes like at all. He's been using fabrics and bouncers and stuff like that. So I decided to light a shot like this with only really just bouncers at the moment. So I was just doing some test shots with the new filters that I got with this Tilta Mirage matte box that I will probably make more videos on. And right now I've got the blue streak filter and the black mist 1/4 filter. So hence why you got the anamorphic streaks when I'm not shooting on an anamorphic lens, because I'm shooting on the Nisi Athena 40mm. But let's go over how I lit this. First of all, practicals. Well, I got candles. I mainly wanted them to be there to like show the mist and streak effects. The streak effects on the candles were a lot less than I expected. They were definitely more on the gold streak, which is not surprising. So I put them there to show that sort of the effects. And then I also have like, there's a reflection up there, which I'll get to when I get to that light as well, that is causing a blue streak up here, and we're getting some of the misty diffusion up there from the black mist. When it comes to actual lights, I've got 3 lights turned on at the moment. Over here I have the Zhiyun G300. Now, thank you to Zhiyun for sending me the G300. They did also send me the 90cm softbox, but because this video is not using softboxes, I'm not using it. But one of the good things about the G300 is the light itself is so small, and then it has a ballast over here. Oh no, I'm just changing stuff. Ah! Oh no. Okay, whoops. Anyway, Zhiyun G300, I've just got the regular reflector that it comes with on there. But one of the good things, like I was saying, is it's so small. Because it's so small, it means you can, you know, rig it a bit easier. Right now, I've just got it on the top of a C-stand, which you could do with any light, but I could put it overhead a lot easier than I could one of my bigger lights that are like all-in-one. And one of the other benefits of the ballast is you can control it from down here, and you know, you don't have to use the app, for example, when, you know, the light is way up overhead, you can't reach it. So Zhiyun G300, which is 300 watts, and I've got it at 25% right now at 4,500 Kelvin. And I wanted to warm it up a little bit just because I had the candles on this side, so it's sort of like similar. Now, obviously these candles are gonna be more like 2,500 or 2,000 Kelvin, but you know, warm it up a little bit so it didn't look too out of place. So that's my key light, and I've just got it bouncing off the ceiling up here. It's almost creating like a cove light, but up above, because it's bouncing off the ceiling and the wall, and it's just creating a really nice soft wash sort of thing over, you know, me and everything here without being super restricted, and it's just sort of letting light spill everywhere. As a fill light over this side over here, I just have my Amaran 100D, which is just bouncing off the wall. I just wanted to put that there just to lift up the shadows on the left side of my face when I was sitting down here. As you can see here, like just this side, if we turn that off, you just see this all just gets a little bit darker. The wall back there gets a little bit darker. You can turn it back on. And it just sort of lifts those levels just a little bit because we don't want it to be too dark and too contrasty. This is sort of a multi-purpose light because it's doing a lot of things. Now, we have the big window here that is just sort of acting as the motivator for this light, because you can see this in the edge of the shot, as you can see like right here. So you know that there's a window there, that light's gonna be coming from there. And I have this, and you can also tell that it's cooler. So I've actually set this as the Amaran 300C to 7,500 Kelvin, and it's at 15%. It's also a 300 watt light. It's a good thing about the bi-colored lights, both the G300 and the 300C. 300C is full color, G300 is bi-color, whereas the 100D is only daylight, so I can't change the color of that. That's why I used it just as a fill, whereas this one I actually wanted to change the color of it. So I've got it shooting into the stairs here, where one, it's actually bouncing off this area of the stairs up here, because this like wood has like some sort of finish on it that is just a bit more reflective. So it's actually creating a flare with that blue streak filter. And then also what it's doing is it's creating this like nice pattern on the wall in the background from the stairs, because it's all going through all the stairs and the railing, adding a little bit of texture to that part of the background, as well as providing a hair light like it is even right now to me here. It's hitting the back of my head, and when I'm sitting back over at the table here, that light is actually what's hitting me here, which is creating this sort of outline here. And I set that up, and I was originally going to use the 100D as a hair light, but that one was working just fine. That's anything but a softbox. I actually quite like how I set this up, and I think it looks pretty good. Here's some other shots with the different filters that I've got here for the Mirage matte box. I've got the gold streak, the blue streak, the white mist, and the black mist, both in 1/4. All give a slightly different look. Right now, again, I've got the blue streak and the black mist. Yeah, maybe I might try to use softboxes less sometimes, because this is working pretty well. Anyway, that is all for this one. Go watch one of my previous like lighting breakdown videos. Do all the other things. I'll see you next time. Okay, bye. And I gotta hit this lens. Oh, I just fully like palmed the glass. It's fun. I gotta clean that now.